all of us live in a very fast-paced world, I want to invite you to come away with Jesus during this conference, to really just come away from your busyness and to experience God, to seek His face. And we are all going to take on this journey to devote ourselves. It's going to be fun as I hike and as the church comes together. Let's experience God. You see, devotion is something that you decide to do, not just with your body, but it's also with your soul and your spirit. And I believe that this conference, as you devote yourself to seek God, to live your busy life, all of us have, and it's going to be a great journey. It's important that we have time to go away and to take on a journey that sometimes seems crazy, but yet there is so much more to experience when we make room for God to speak and just clear the noise of our life so that we can let Him move. Because in the book of Acts, the disciples, in chapter 2, the disciples devoted themselves to the teaching, to the apostles' doctrine, and that's when they begin to break bread together. They do life, and the grace of God was upon them. They were healing the sick, praising God, meeting at home with gladness of heart. They share meals together. So can we come together as a family to share our life in such a way there is no rush, but really just see what God is doing in our midst? And who knows, there's so much more that we haven't discovered. When we are young, a lot of times we have a lot of strength, a lot of time, but it is when we are beginning to lose our strength and our time, that's when we gain wisdom and we begin to treasure what we still have. It's amazing to see so many older people, older folks, they just come out here because they realize that with the time that we have, this is what matters. The nature, the health, the time spent with people. And Jesus says, you are the light of the world. The city on a hill cannot be hidden. Coming up here is good to see the city as a whole, to be reminded that we are that city on a hill and we should not be hidden. It's amazing that when we are quiet, we are rested, even though we are hiking, we get to hear and listen to people. We get to understand their thoughts. When we are not in motion, we just find time to listen and rest and communicate. Man, that's where life happens. I pray that this Devote conference is where we get to spend time doing that, being away from our routine, just listen to each other's story, even walking the street, looking at the people, praying for them. That's why in the Bible Jesus is inviting us to go away with Him. So it's not so that we will be away from the world only, but it's so that when we come back, we get to feel His heartbeat. We get to see the world with the right perspective. Hey City Light, we are on top of the hill right now, above the cloud. That is the end of the hike. But that was what an adventure it was. It was great, and I can't wait to see you for 48 hours. I want to encourage you to dedicate yourself to Devote Conference. It's going to be so good where we can gather together for one Lord. We ask God to come and move in our church and renew us. See you at Devote 2019.